Okay, gonna talk about braking. Having, I don't know how many years, 36 years, I think, on two wheels, I got quite used to that front brake lever. And as I read many others have a problem where they grab it and it's not there, I quickly learned about how to use the rear brake pedal. But what I did find, I was not letting off the gas. Because when you go to reach for the front brake lever, you're letting off the gas. But we don't have one, so I found myself stopping but still giving it gas. And I had to tell myself I need to learn how to do that better. And so what I did is I found myself empty parking lot or a street, and I just basically would get up to 20 miles an hour and then stop, literally teaching myself to let off the gas. Even to the point as you can see, I put my fingers out and I literally stopped gripping the throttle. So I'm doing 30 miles an hour and I want to come to a stop, and I teach myself. I also teach myself to put my foot on the brake pedal. Not just part of it, I put my whole foot down on that brake pedal so that when I stop, I am applying pressure correctly. It's some people are adding the extended brake pad, and I've seen a few where they've really just touched the outer edge of that pad, and it's actually bending the brake foot piece. So you got to be careful. It's a new bike. Every time you get a new bike, it's different. You got to learn how to use it. If you don't, you might find yourself in a heap of trouble. I've got 36 years on two wheels, mostly riding Goldwings. And I didn't think about it, but I'm on a new bike. It's a whole new way of riding. I am pretty much a new rider. Now, my first Spider was an ST. It rode low down, but I just couldn't get used to that tiny little engine. So I bumped it up to a 2018 RT, and it sat the same as the Goldwings, but you were higher up than the ST, and I couldn't seem to make it work. So I'm enjoying this F3 and I'm having a blast. But I take it out even to the point of just going and getting gas before you're going to go on a ride on the weekend, and just take it around the block and practice. So I literally practice stopping, and I'm getting a whole lot better at it. 22,000 miles with the ST, almost 20,000 miles on the RT, and I'm quickly adding miles to this thing. 4 months, and I've got almost 3,500 miles. And by the way, that's Google headquarters over there. Luckily, they're not going to go back to work. They're still going to have to work from home a little bit longer, which means traffic is still kind of nice. But when they do actually go back to work, traffic is going to be So basically, I find myself a nice quiet road where I can practice getting up to 30 miles an hour and just stopping, just literally coming to a stop and letting off the gas and putting your foot on the brake pedal. It's takes practice, but there are some riders who do put a front or a brake lever on the right grip. I pretty much figure it activates all the brakes. I don't know if it replaces the foot pedal or just adds to it, but I would hope that it applies to all calipers. When I first got the ST, I was doing what many have mentioned. They go to grab that front brake lever and it's not there, and I did that, but I very quickly figured it out. So the more you use it, the easier it gets.